How relieved were you that Denzel Ward's back injury the other night wasn't serious, and do you have?
Yeah,
to worry
it's good.
about
I don't worry about those things, but I was glad to hear that, and maybe you'll finally listen to me and stop doing those stupid things the way he's trying to tackle, and tackle the way I tell him to tackle, and he won't get hurt.
Is the tackling problem a bad habit?
Oh no, those are things when he's just he has to go through the process with us, and I think this was a good enough shock that maybe he thinks that I might know what I'm talking about.
Just tackling in general. I mean, to get these DBs to use their arms and wrap up, how difficult is that?
It depends on the size of the person, and also, I'm not worried as much about, the wrap-up part of it is about getting the guy to the ground. A lot of times, what you do is you cut the guy. He should have cut the guy at that time right there instead of a 290-pound man running over his face.
when it comes to him learning to attack the ball or play the ball more than the man, something that you guys were going to have to try to teach him here. How's Denzel doing at that?
You know what? He came here and has already shown some people. I think Greg did a great job of teaching some of those things there. And he's been an example from day one on how to play the ball in the air and man-to-man, and it's kind of bled through the group. And I think Denzel set that example pretty well back in the spring. And he still does a very good job of playing the ball. He has a very natural way of doing that.
How about backpedaling?
Very good. Yeah, he's fine. All those things are good. Okay. And I tell them all the time, there's two words that begin with the letter A they have to own to be a professional football player. One's accountable, and the next one's available. When you're not available, you're working on your training room internships.
But I mean, what I mean by, he had a hip flexor.
That's what I'm telling you the same thing. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a trainer. He needs to make sure he's doing all the things he needs to do to stay on the field. Otherwise, he's not a football player.
Going back to the linebacking group, we've seen Jannard Avery climb the depth chart, made a play the other night. So.